Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Healthy Life. Are you worried? We all get caught up with worry from time to time. At one point or another, almost 1/3 of people have dealt with a level of anxiety that would qualify as a disorder. Worry makes us miserable and uncomfortable. If you have been diagnosed with an anxiety disorder, you probably know firsthand what it is like to live with constant worry. Worry is that feeling of uneasiness that occurs when your thoughts are focused on current difficulties in your life or potential problems that have not actually occurred. For example, these feelings can range from worrying about an upcoming evaluation at work to feeling worried about the safety of family members even when they all seem to be out of harm's way. Now, anxiety and fear are different. Fear is what you feel in the moment when someone comes at you with a knife. Fear makes a lot of sense. But anxiety is about the anticipation of an event. Your brain starts asking what if too many times, and comes up with a lot of answers it doesn't like. But you don't know the future. That what if may not even happen. And even if you have a solution, you can be sure it will work because your crystal ball is on the fritz. So anxiety is often problem solving, but without the solving part. And in the meantime, you're lost in thoughts, negative ones, and missing out on the world around you. Chronic worrying is like being on your phone all the time, but the screen is showing you a horror movie where you read the main character. And even if your worries aren't that bad, if you're refocused on them, you're not focused on your life. You're missing out on a lot of potentially fun moments and giving the people you care about only a fraction of your attention. Real life becomes background noise because you're refocused on the endless horror film. So, inevitably, you try and push the worries out of your head, which is inherently problematic because to be vigilant about not thinking about something, your brain needs to keep it in mind. So the pushing away game is like weightlifting for worries. They come back at you with bulging biceps and striated delts. The thoughts just get stickier. So what can you do? If this is your first time watching one of our videos, don't forget please to click the subscribe button and the bell icon below, and for sure if this video helps you, give us a thumbs up somewhere along the way. Rather than passing through our minds, coming in and then slipping back out, worry thoughts are sticky. In fact, that's why we attach to them. It is kind of like we get stuck to them as they enter our minds and then have difficulty separating ourselves from them. Push back against your worries and they get stronger. So accept their presence. You don't need to accept their speculative doom and gloom scenarios as inevitable. You just need to accept that the worries are here and stop trying to serve them mental eviction notices that they'll ignore. Worries, doubts, and anxieties are a normal part of life. But you consistently question your commitments and responsibilities and your contribution to the various aspects of your life. You should take steps to worry less. Worrying less can be helpful and productive. When managed, it can propel us into action and prevent procrastination. Worrying can be productive, but not if it is keeping from living your best life. Some people actively worry about a lot of things, filling up their heads with disastrous scenarios that will never play out. They magnify catastrophe in their minds. Worry overwhelms them so much that it keeps them from actually doing anything about it. Worry is part of human nature. For some people, though, worry gets to be overwhelming. People who worry a lot tend to become depressed. You can worry yourself into this negative outlook on life. Most people spend a lot of time worrying about money, health, work, family, and more. They worry about what might happen if things don't go exactly to plan. No matter what kind of worry you have, the response in your body is always the same. It increases your stress levels. Worry robs us of our happiness and causes needless negativity. When you're stuck in your head, worrying, you are missing out on life. Missing out on friends, opportunities, and all the good stuff in the world. Next is attention. Where is yours? Laser focused inward on those awful future possibilities that may not even occur. Where is your attention not? Here. here being the world around you. You're ignoring life and lost in thought. You might think you have a terrible attention span, but you're wrong. You have a near infinite attention span when it comes considering horrible things that probably won't even happen. So get out of your thoughts and focus on the world around you. Those what ifs aren't too real. The people around you are. Granted, when you've had little practice at it, consistently shifting your attention like this is really hard to do. And that's where labeling comes in. Always remember, you are not your thoughts. You think all kinds of crazy stuff and dismiss most of it. But with emotional stuff we tend to undergo cognitive fusion. We think that we are the thoughts and feelings. If you broke your arm, you'd say my arm is broken, not I am broken. And so the correct response to worrying thoughts is there are worries, not I am worried. When a worry pops up, label it as a worrying thought. It is not you. Do not identify with it and let it overtake you. One of the reasons human beings tend to get so attached to and caught up in worrisome thoughts is that we buy into these thoughts as literally true. Rather than recognizing that these worries are simply thoughts our minds generated that may or may not be true or accurate, we believe our thoughts and take them to be the truth. Therefore, labeling a thought as just a thought is one way to keep yourself from buying into your thoughts or responding as if they were true. So, every day, spend a few minutes being mindful. Your worries are like a passenger next to you on the bus. You can shove them out of the vehicle. You accept that they are there. But you don't have to give them your attention either. Redirect your focus from your internal thoughts to the world around you. Notice the seat beneath you. Notice the sounds you hear. Pretend you're re-experiencing everything for the first time. Give the world your full attention. And when those worried thoughts rear their ugly heads again, label them as thoughts. They re not you, they re just thoughts. Then, once again, redirect your attention to the world. With practice, your mindfulness powers will grow. Okay. Building mindfulness muscles allows you to keep worries at bay and prevent them from emotionally hijacking your mind. But what if the worries sneak past your defenses? Recognizing that thoughts are just thoughts takes practice, but you can develop the skill relatively quickly. Dealing with emotions is trickier. And the two tend to gang up on you, negative thoughts producing negative emotions and vice versa, creating a self-reinforcing loop of awfulness. When we get lost in thought, we tend to forget our bodies. You need to start noticing the physical sensations that accompany your emotions. Muscle tightening, shallow breaths, sweating. Whatever you do when the worrying heats up. Worrying rarely leads to solutions. Instead of worrying about everything that can go wrong, write away your worries. By writing down your worries, you feel as though you're re-emptying your brain, and you feel lighter and less tense. Take time to acknowledge your worries and write them down. Explore the roots of your worries or problems. Once you know the most important things you worry about, ask yourself if your worries are solvable. If they are not in your control and there is nothing you can possibly do to change them, focus on those you can do solve or change. Be pragmatic and proactive about things in your control. Once you list your worries, identify actions you can take in the short term to solve the problems and start executing daily, weekly or monthly. Do one thing every day that brings you closer to solving your perceived problem. Work toward improving the worst case scenario, which you have already accepted in your mind. This process focuses on taking action about things in your control. It forces you to find solutions to your perceived problems. Write down how you will deal with them even if they happen. Think of a solution for all your perceived problems. For example, if your financial situation makes you anxious, you need to create a plan to earn more or spend less or invest some of your savings in low-risk investment opportunities. Or instead of worrying about your weight, focus on healthy dinner options that can help you lose the weight. Instead of worrying about your long-term health, focus on taking a walk each day. Get up and get moving. Exercise is a natural way to break the cycle because it releases endorphins which relieve tension and stress, boost energy, and enhance your sense of well-being. You can also distract yourself by doing something completely unrelated, and if you worry excessively, find productive activities that can easily distract your thought process. Keep different that forces you to focus on something else. This is most effective if you choose an activity you deeply care about, such as practicing your hobby or reading an exceptional book. Be mindful and observe your worries from an outsider's perspective, without reacting or judging. This strategy is based on observing your worries and then letting them go, helping you identify where your thinking is causing problems and getting in touch with yourself. Understanding that we have control over our own thoughts, and therefore our own worries, can be a light bulb moment that changes how you perceive your worries. Learning to stop worrying will be the catalyst to change your life completely. It won't happen overnight, and it is something you will need to work at, but once you notice changes, celebrate them and keep doing things that can help you get out of your head more. Throw yourself into work or personal projects. This is the path to flow. Or look around and appreciate a sunny day, as corny as it sounds. Don't run away from anxiety, run towards something you want to engage in. Embrace the world outside your head and give it your full attention. Emotions dissipate with time. They never feel like they will, and that's why we act on them, but they always do. In many ways it is analogous to healing. Unless there is something truly serious, it eventually takes care of itself as long as we stop messing with it. But we love to mess with it. We struggle, avoid, suppress and deny. And that is like emotionally picking at the wound, preventing it from scabbing over. When you tend to your emotions, you don't want to redirect your attention, but you still want to accept and label. You don't want to identify with them, but you do want to feel them. Label them to get distance and investigate them non-judgmentally. Ask yourself, what is my brain doing? What is my body doing? The distance is built into the question. You're not anxious, but there is anxiety. Investigate, accept and label. The feelings will dissipate. It is a skill. It takes time. But it works. And once you get good at it, it is like a superpower. Fear makes sense. You should be afraid of the big man with the knife. But anxiety means you are afraid of thoughts. Yeah, nothing but thoughts. Sounds silly when you look at it like that, right? And if you avoid your worries and let them grow stronger, eventually you get afraid of your own brain. And that is a truly terrible place to be, because at least you can run away from the big man with the knife. But being mindful can make your feelings your friends. When you stop focusing on your worries, you can focus on all that is good in your world. If worrying is a problem that you feel you cannot control, it is important to seek professional help. There is no reason to let it run your life. Got a burning question you want answered? Just ask it in the comments section below, and please to subscribe to Healthy Life for weekly tips backed by science. Stay healthy and have a great day.